Ready for tag team action here, Terry. United Pros raising the bar. We've got Team Real, Bam Stone, and the real deal Jake Slater taking on Wildchild, Joey Kidman, debuting Luke Spencer.
I'll tell you, there's not two younger teams, I should say, than Spencer and Kidman. They're going to be put to the test here against Bam Stone and Jake Slater.
Jake Slater and Bam Stone, definitely the more experienced tag team working together. We've seen them facing the undead at the past two shows, the zombies, and they have been successful.
Joey Kidman, caught it right in the gut.
It's definitely going to factor in Joey Kidman and the young Luke Spencer tagging together for the very first time against the veteran tag team. That's definitely going to come into play here to see how these two men work together. We know Bam Stone and Jake Slater work very well together. They are the Rough House Brawlers. They're going to look to put the boots to Luke Spencer and the Wildchild.
Luke Spencer looking for a tag. He's looking over at Kidman.
Wildchild certainly lives up to his name, Terry. He's very wild in the ring, very explosive, energetic. And we'll see what his partner, Luke Spencer, has to offer here as he comes in with a side Russian leg sweep on Big Bam Stone.
Hey, Luke with a nice little rollover on him. Yeah, that might have knocked the wind out of him.
Luke Stone's going to need to make a tag here as he's being worked over by this relatively new tag team.
Bam, he's got those big handlocks.
Raw power from Big Bam Stone. And in comes the real deal, Jake Slater.
Hey, Jake's been around. He knows the business inside and out. You're not going to get him over on him.
Definitely a mainstay in Georgia and Florida wrestling for quite some time now, as he's found this young partner in Bam Stone. They've been quite successful together, Terry.
Bam Stone is a physical specimen. I mean, look at the guy. He's what, 6'5", 280 pounds, 250. I can't tell here, but
he's a big deal. He's at least a good solid 250, 260 pounds of solid muscle. It's a great tag team partner for Jake Slater, and they've been really tearing it up here in United Pro.
So I'll tell you what, you can't take anything away from Luke and Joey. They're just as big. They might not have had time in the ring, but I think they're going to give it to them here.
But they are young, hungry competitors, and if they can get a win here over the veteran tag teams, then they can really establish a name for themselves, especially debuting Luke Spencer.
I'll tell you, if this is the first time they tagged up, I haven't seen them tag up before, but they're real quick with the tags.
Working quite well together. They're really cutting off that ring, especially here on Jake Slater right now. Wildchild down there working over the armbar. Right there in the center of the ring on Jake Slater.
Looks like he's got it in there deep too, Pez.
They've been working on that shoulder. You saw dropping the elbows, dropping the fists. Hey, this new tag team, they're really cutting the ring off right here against the veterans.
I'll tell you, it looks like the veterans are the rookies.
We'll see if they can maintain this momentum. Becoming the rookie Luke Spencer. Irish whip now. Oh, wait, did you see that? Bam Stone got the knee up into the back of Luke Spencer, cut him off.
Now that's the veteran tag team coming into play right there.
Right, Bam Stone just right there with that knee. And they're going to look to cut off the ring now with the young Luke Spencer.
Wow, he is just going to work on the back of Luke Spencer.
Giant forearms, right hands. He is a powerhouse there, Terry. And big clothesline, right to the throat.
Setting him up for a nice suplex.
Nice elevation on that suplex, snapping him right over with very little trouble there, Terry.
Luke's down.
Cover here. Luke able to get the shoulder up.
That was a nonchalant cover by Bam too, so you don't expect that.
Hit those legs, which players are, but maybe they think they've got the advantage here. They've cut off the ring. They got Luke Spencer on the ropes here.
This is the place Luke does not want to be right now.
The extension on that choke. They're still very tall and legal in this match.
Powerful whip into the corner there.
Again, pulling him back over his partner. Very smart of the veteran tag team. Pulling him right over. They're keeping him in that corner, working him over until they can eventually get that 3 count.
And this is where the years of experience come into play over top.
Tag team wrestling 101, Terry. Looking in the sleeper here. We'll see if Luke Spencer, the crowd trying to get behind him, trying to fire up and get the Wildchild in there. Wildchild ready to go. He's ready to fire up. He's got to get that tag.
Luke might be going out. I don't know. I can't tell. It looks like he's got a little choke.
He needs to get this crowd energy in his favor and make that tag to Kidman. Couple elbows. He'll be able to get over there and make that tag. Cut off right to the gut once again.
Kidman's powerless.
Look at this, Terry, bringing him right back over to the corner. Very smart.
Kidman's reaching for the tag. There's nothing he can do.
Now we got Big Bam Stone back in there. Just choking the life out of Duke right on the throat.
Luke's got to be hurt. That was right down.
The combination of those throat shots as well as those gut shots, he's got to be winded here. They have a broken rib. Irish whip now. Another elbow right to the heart.
He desperately needs a tag.
He needs a tag real bad. Kidman was ready to run in there and break that pinfall.
Kidman trying to get the crowd worked up. He's trying to get Luke some energy to get back into that corner.
Tag. He's ready to go. He's fresh. He cannot get over there until Luke makes that tag. Not cover there. Luke able to kick out though. Give the man props. He's hanging in there.
I'm surprised as much as a veteran band is, he didn't hook the leg there.
Jake Slater going to the top rope now. Maybe taking a little too much time here. He chose words for the crowd. Here it goes. Jake Slater off the top. Oh, knees right to the gut. He caught him.
This is Luke's chance. He's got to get to the corner now.
Got to make that tag. And almost a veteran-like maneuver there, getting those legs up on that splash. Wildchild's ready. He's raring to go on the outside. He needs that tag.
Okay, he needs to make this tag. Looks like Slater's going to try to make his tag too.
Looks like did it. There's a tag into Big Bam Stone. A tag into Wildchild. Here he comes. Firing up here on Big Bam Stone. Right hands.
Got him on the noggin with that one.
Splash in the corner. Bam Stone able to cut him off. But the Wildchild is fresh. Lost to the outside here. It's Luke Spencer and Jake Slater going out in the middle of the ring here. Both men not the legal men right here, but they're still firing up on each other. Man, what a right hand.
Kidman taking it to Bam Stone on the outside.
Two big men going at it. So much action here, Terry. It's hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, glad we have a good view from this vantage point.
Wait a minute. I think Wildchild got thrown into the turnbuckle there and took a headshot. Stone with the big lariat. They might have him. 3 count right in the middle of the ring. He got him.
I'll tell you, the veterans were too much over the rookies this time.
The Wildchild was taken down on the outside, was unable to make the save, and Team Real continues their dominance in the tag team division here at United Pro.
We're sitting here with Kevin Cantrell. He is the owner of United Pro Entertainment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we're at St. Mary's, Georgia. There's a big show here tonight. It's going to be amazing.
Well, I guess we would start with me being a pro wrestler. The reason that I became a pro wrestler is because when I was wrestling, when I first started, when I was a little boy, watched wrestling on TV, I wanted to be like one of those superheroes. I'm going to make a mandate that we have athletes, we have professionals. We're not going to have anybody that doesn't fit that bill. And that's what United Pro is about, is uniting the best talent we can possibly find and put them on the show. Where can we expand this? And that's the goal, is to continuously grow, continuously to reach families and other communities and bring entertainment to the kids, man. I mean, you know, that's big for me. I've got a 5-year-old boy now, and he loves pro wrestling. Facebook, United Pro Entertainment on Facebook. Like us, share us, love us.
United Pro raising the bar. Got a very unique match here as we got the debuting London Vice taking on Well, quite frankly, Terry, the man who's been dominating United Pro, Big Jon Davis.
I'll tell you what, you gotta love this big man. Look at him now. No matter how many fights he was in this week, this whole month, he still has the time to sit there and focus totally on London Vice.
Jon Davis has been the man who has put United Pro on the map here. We saw back in February that match of the year candidate he had against Lance Alonte, where he put the FIP world heavyweight title on the line, successfully defended it. But man, what a matchup. He has just been a force to be reckoned with here in United Pro.
I'll tell you, but London Vice can't be taken too lightly either. He's a wily ring veteran.
Making his United Pro debut, brought in by Johnny Armani as they work around floor as the world's sexiest tag team. But here he's got singles action with Jon Davis. He is going to have his hands full, Terry. Jon Davis, the current FIP World Heavyweight Champion, former NWA Tag Team Champion, the winner of the Evolve Strong Style Tournament. The man has clearly made a name for himself on the independent circuit.
He sure has. His tag team, former tag team partner, Corey Chavis, they were known as the Dark City Fight Club. I think they lost the titles to them.
Well, the titles were actually vacated. They never really lost the titles. The tag team was really kind of split up. Jon Davis going sort of the solo route here, but as it's been very successful. As I said, he's the current FIP World Heavyweight Champion. And London Vice, I don't know how you approach somebody like that in your debut. This is a hefty debut for London Vice.
It sure is, but London Vice doesn't look like he has any regret or anything coming into this match.
Let me tell you something about that FIP World Heavyweight title, Terry. Been held by some of the top talents in indie wrestling. You hold that title, you make a name for yourself in this business. Listen to some of these names that have held that title as Jon Davis is just shrugging off London Vice here with a big chop. But guys like Homicide have held that title, Terry.
Yes, sir.
Davey Richards.
Yes, sir.
Roderick Strong.
Nice.
Tyler Black, known in WWE as Seth Rollins right now, part of S.H.I.E.L.D. How about this, Terry? Daniel Bryan.
I'll tell you,
World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan has held that FIP title. That title has prestige.
Yeah, you can't get any bigger names than that. And right now, as you see Jon Davis, putting the shoulders into the London Vice. Jon Davis in any match, any spot in the show is going to give you 100%.
He's going to give you 100%, and he is going to dominate. I don't know what London Vice is going to do here. He's got to stick and move here. You maybe use that speed, target a certain body part. He's got to do something to break down Jon Davis.
Oh, right there you were just talking. Anything he can do. He raked the eyes, but
man, what the power on that chop. Terry.
Wow.
Just knocking him down with one chop.
Sounded up. I felt that up here.
Coming from a man who is trained by Dory Funk Jr., I don't think you want to go toe-to-toe with Jon Davis.
No, sir. No, you do not.
The man who used to chop walls to toughen his arm up, I don't think you want to go toe-to-toe with that, Terry.
London Vice asking for a timeout.
There, you raked the eyes there. It's not the only thing you can do to get the advantage on Jon Davis. But it's not going to hold him down for long. You just see a big right hand right on the top rope. Jon Davis has his t-shirt when he came out here, establishing dominance early. Look at his power. Holding him up there right on that middle rope. Superplex right off that middle. Wow.
Crashing down to the mat. That was unbelievable.
What an unmatched display of power. Easily the biggest man in United Pro right now. And he is showing the reason why he has dominated the independent circuit for the last few years.
London Vice reeling in on that one. Trying to outside the ring.
The only thing he can do is run at this point, Terry.
At this point, I would highly suggest that too.
He needs a breather, but Jon Davis is not going to let up. He's going after London Vice here. Just stalking him like a predator. Oh, wow, reeling from that one. Jon Davis has an intent look on his face. He does not want to follow up defending that title against Lance Alonte with the loss here. He is going to prove himself and prove that he is the man to be reckoned with.
I'll tell you, London Vice is finding out firsthand the power of Jon Davis.
Lance Alonte knows the power of Jon Davis. Gordo Walker knows the power of Jon Davis. Just about everybody on the independent circuit knows the power of Jon Davis. London Vice feeling it firsthand here.
I'll tell you, if London Vice can take a win out of this over Jon Davis, imagine how that's going to shoot him up the ladder.
That'd be news breaking. You would definitely make a name for yourself if you could score a 3 count over Jon Davis. Wow, cuts him off there. Good move there. Oh, right to the shoulder.
Wow, that was a great counter London
Vice.
I almost called him Lindsay Dorado. Same
He's
colors.
not here raising the bar, unfortunately. But we have London Vice here working over the shoulder of Jon Davis. You know, and this is what I was talking about earlier, Terry. He's going to have to target a body part. It looks like he might start going after that shoulder.
I'll tell you, this is the opportunity London Vice needed. He needed to have that moment and that body part to work on to get Jon back.
Just had to score an opportunity, but as you see that other working arm, throwing those big forearms.
London Vice is not letting go, though.
Smart strategy there, putting the elbows right to the shoulder and continuing the punishment. Right into the mat there. This is what he's got to do. You know, if he keeps working on that shoulder, Terry, Jon Davis is not going to be able to lift him up for any kind of big power moves here.
I'll tell you,
not a bad strategy.
You take an arm away from Jon Davis, you got
But you've still got him one-armed big Jon Davis that you can't underestimate even when you've got him in this position. But London Vice tweaking that shoulder. Jon Davis is hurting right now, Terry.
Just look at his face. He's driving in pain.
The headbutts to the shoulder. Another showboater here on London Vice. I don't know if that's smart. Jon Davis is dangerous from any angle. Turning him over into a pinning combination. Jon Davis able to roll that shoulder up.
Jon's got to rethink his strategy here. He's minus a shoulder.
He's going to have to use that right arm, that other arm, to fire up here. Big right hands. Back to his feet. You got to keep him on the ground, Terry.
Yeah, London Vice going right back to that shoulder, though. He saw the weak point on him, and he's hitting hard.
Vice cannot let Jon Davis get any kind of momentum because he is a juggernaut in there. Much like the comic book character, you let him get any momentum, there's nothing that can stop him. He'll run right through a brick wall. Another big forearm, even with that working arm, and a huge chop. Man, you heard that one all through the Southern Junction here in St. Mary's.
I'll tell you, these fans are getting their money's worth on this match.
Oh, no, right back to the shoulder, Terry.
Wow. London Vice, for his debut here at United Pro, making a statement that he will go after the body parts.
He's definitely making a name for himself right now as you don't have to see Jon Davis reeling and on the mat, but unable to get a 3 count there.
He's still able to kick that out of that.
It's going to take a lot to keep Jon Davis down for that 3 count. We saw that in that match of the year candidate, Lance Alonte hit everything he had onto Jon Davis, everything he could muster up, and it still wasn't enough. Jon Davis was still able to get that victory in that match.
Yeah, that was it.
And fans, if you have not seen that match, ProWrestlingExtra.com, Facebook.com/United Pro Entertainment, you have to see that match, must-see match from United Pro.
I tell you, this one has the beginnings of that kind of match, too.
London Vice really showing something here in his debut.
I tell you, I'm impressed with him. He's keeping up with Jon.
Johnny Armani's obviously scouted some talent here. And he is really working over as he drapes that arm over the ropes. And again, those kicks start to the shoulders. He's not going to let up here on Jon Davis. Wait a minute. Big spine buster in the middle of the ring.
Wow.
Nice reversal there, but as you can see, it took everything out of Jon Davis.
Yeah, Jon, that was a needed move by Jon Davis to allow himself to recuperate a little bit.
Jon Davis does have the height and weight advantage here, but again, you cut that off with that shoulder, and it took a lot out of him just to lift London, even somebody like London Vice, up for that spine buster.
Both men back up to their feet now.
Again, trading shots. Again, I don't think you want to do that, Terry, with Jon Davis.
No, you sure don't. Even with one bad arm.
Even with one bad arm, those forearms are explosive. London Vice now firing up with those right hands. Big back elbow from Davis. Firing up with that, again, that right arm that he's still got working here. Huge back body drop taking over London Vice.
I think he almost hit him on the ceiling of United Pro.
Those fluorescent light tubes up there. Up for 3 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. He went for the 3 seconds, Terry, and his shoulder gave out.
Could not get him up. That shoulder must be weaker than we thought.
Oh, nice spinning blockbuster there. We're wrenching that neck, and again, the impact on that shoulder from that move as well. Hooking him up. He could have it. Only a 2.5. Take a little bit more than that. London Vice getting a little frustrated here, Terry.
He has no reason to be frustrated. The referee was on top of that. There was the same count pin. He has no reason.
He's got to stay on top of Jon Davis here. He's got to stay on that shoulder. He's got to capitalize. Davis with the reversal of the Irish whip. Still reeling from that shoulder injury. Oh, again, he caught that top rope. Vice here. Oh, man, top rope blockbuster this time. Caught him. This might be it here. This might be it here, Terry.
He's got him.
Oh, just a 2 count.
Kicks out again.
Barely kicked out of that one. London Vice really showing what he's got here. As he almost got Big Jon Davis down for a 3 count, Terry.
Jon Davis is in so much pain right now. He's trying to get the feeling back in his shoulder. I don't know how much longer he can continue.
The impact on that neck and that shoulder crashing that mat. Vice here going to the top rope. He'll be looking to finish off Jon Davis. I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. We'll find out momentarily. Off the top, misses with the somersault. This is Davis's opportunity here. He's got to capitalize.
But can he do it with that bad shoulder?
To the gut. Trying to hook him up for a powerbomb here. Wow. Big kick. This could be it too. Oh, London Vice showing a lot of heart here. Terry kicked out.
I'll tell you what that was. Oh no.
Yeah, Johnny Armani. Armani's on the apron.
This does not bode well for Jon Davis.
Wait a minute, he might have provided the distraction. Here's a roll up, Terry. 1, 2. Oh, Jon Davis just able to slide out. It follows up with a DDT, spiked him right on his head.
I'll tell you, that distraction by Johnny Armani just might have been enough for London Vice to get
2.
the victory.
Oh, still didn't get the 3 count. Vice can't believe it. Hook him up for the cross arm bar here.
I tell you,
working that shoulder. Jon Davis might have to tap.
With Johnny Armani being out here, that's got to be weighing on Jon Davis's mind too.
He knows he's right there, and I tell you, that distraction provided just enough for Vice to get the advantage back and swing the momentum back in his direction. As he's got the submission here in the middle of the ring, Davis is in trouble.
And he's being counted.
Got to get that shoulder up.
Wow, look at him wrenching that wrist.
You're right, Vice, I know you do. Davis rolling over here. Vice still trying to lock in that arm bar, but look at the power of Jon Davis here.
What's Armani doing?
He's got him up. A huge power bomb out of the submission hold. Wow. Armani can't believe it.
That sound just resonated all over.
Just echoing throughout the Southern Junction here.
Boot to the face.
Big move from Jon Davis. Look out here. Big lariat. That finishes off most opponents. Davis has it done here, hooking him up. He's got him on the other shoulder for 3 seconds. Here it comes. Oh, right in the middle of the ring. 3 seconds around the world. 2, 3. He got him.
I could not believe he had the strength to do that with as much as pain he was in with that shoulder.
Jon Davis endured the pain of that shoulder. Despite the interference from Johnny Armani, he's able to put away London Vice. As he gets the big follow-up win here at United Pro. But what effect has that had on Jon Davis' shoulder?
I don't know, but obviously the referee couldn't even raise the other arm because he was in so much pain.
Despite the injury, Jon Davis gets the big win here against London Vice. our main event here at United Pros, raising the bar, as we've got Johnny Armani taking on the hot one, Lance Alonte.
And did you hear the crowd reaction for Lance Alonte?
Big crowd reaction. Pez Merriweather here alongside Terry Sorge once again. And we are ready for action. This is Lance Alonte's follow-up match to that huge match of the year candidate, Terry, he had against Jon Davis, showing a ton of heart there.
I'll tell you, Lance proved a lot to me in that match, standing toe-to-toe with Jon Davis.
He gave it everything he had, did not come out the victor in that matchup, but really proved himself as a high-level competitor, really made a name for himself, especially here in United Pro. And again, fans, if you haven't seen that match, ProWrestlingExtra.com, Facebook.com/United Pro Entertainment, you owe it to yourself to see one of the best matches in indie wrestling history. Lance Alonte, the hometown hero here in St. Mary's, getting a big response from the crowd here, Terry.
You gotta love that response as a performer. In your hometown, wrestling in front of everybody.
A lot of his friends and family here in attendance, right behind Lance Alonte, and firmly against the model from Milan, Johnny Armani, Terry.
I love watching Johnny Armani wrestle. The guy's crafty, he's technical, he's power. Lance has his work cut out for him in this one.
He has his work cut out for him, but again, if you can go toe-to-toe with Jon Davis, I have to believe he can go toe-to-toe with just about anybody in wrestling today.
Absolutely.
But, as you said, he will have his hands full with Johnny Armani. He's no slouch. Armani is very crafty, can get a little dirty at times with his in-ring tactics. Lance Alonte will have to be very careful here. And friends, we saw Lance Alonte throw everything he had at Jon Davis. Absolutely everything. You name it, he threw it at Jon Davis, still unable to get that victory. But Jon Davis also, Terry, threw everything he had at Lance Alonte. Lance Alonte showed tremendous heart and tremendous will, and sticking right there toe-to-toe with Jon.
Yes, he did. And he was not to be disappointed in his performance at all in that match.
Definitely can hold his head up high there after that performance. And again, this is the follow-up. Johnny Armani issued a challenge to Lance Alonte. Thought Jon was maybe taking it easy on Lance and wanted to prove that he could take him out just as easily.
We got Johnny backing out of the ring a little bit, trying to not waste some time, but to control the momentum.
He wants to control the momentum. He wants to frustrate Lance here. Lance is very explosive, and Johnny Armani's not stupid. He's going to try to stop that explosive momentum even before it gets started here, Terry.
Lance sizing him up right now.
Tie up here. Armani, as you can tell, has the size and the strength advantage on Lance. Maybe not quite as big a heart as we saw in that previous matchup.
Lance has his head in a little headlock here, but look at him try to get out of this.
Shoulder block. Armani showing that power. Lance maybe having flashbacks to Jon Davis there after that shoulder block there.
No doubt, no doubt. But what he learned in that match.
Armani's offering Lance a chance to leave. I don't think we're going to watch him that easily after that match we saw with him and Jon.
I don't think Lance is going to give up that easy.
You have to imagine Alonte's just going to put just as much on the line as he did against Jon Davis, really trying to establish himself in United Pro and in Florida, Georgia in general. He got his name out there with that match against Jon Davis. I can't say enough about that match, Terry. It's just completely incredible.
That was a great takedown by Lance Alonte.
Armani showing his technical skills here, reversing it under the hammerlock on the ground. Armani, a crafty veteran in his own right. Look what he's doing in the middle of that ring. Alonte, a bit of a hot shot. Takes a lot of risks, as we saw in that Jon Davis match. And he's going to have to use that explosive energy here against Johnny Armani.
That's Lance's style, and I'll tell you, it works for him every time and throws everybody off their game when he comes at you.
He puts his body on the line for the fans, especially here in his hometown of St. Mary's. He leaves it all in the ring, Terry. Armani again getting an advantage of that shoulder block. Really looking a little bit arrogant here as Lance maybe getting a little bit frustrated, but at the same time, He's letting Armani talk himself out here, Terry.
Lance is thinking what he's got to do to this guy, to get him down to the 3 count. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's got something in mind right now.
Really, Terry? Checking his hair? Really?
He's just as much a diva as you see on the Kardashians.
We saw his partner London Vice in action earlier against Jon Davis, the man we've been talking so much about. London Vice unable to get on top of Jon Davis. They was able to pull out that victory. And Armani's looking to turn that around here. Try to get the win here on Lance Alonte. Flip now. Armani again with the shoulder block. Lance unable to come up with a counter for that.
Armani is just running smack on Lance Alonte.
Another hip toss. Here we go with the backflip, trying to use that agility. Off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl. Takes him down with a Hurricane Rana, Terry.
Using that agility to his advantage, taking Johnny Armani out of the ring.
Armani very stunned by that move. Having to take a breather here on the outside.
Whoa, what
we got here? Oh, Lance looking for a big high-impact maneuver. We've seen him dive over those ropes so many times, Terry.
Maybe that was part of Lance's ring psychology on Johnny to run and smack.
Psyching him out a little bit here. Alonte's not going to let him take any more breathers. Oh, wow. Heard that one. Alonte's going to try his luck toe-to-toe here on the outside with Armani. Doing a great job with those knife-edge chops.
Those chops have got to hurt.
Armani, the veteran, hitting him off with that apron shot.
Stalking him now. What's he going to do?
He's going to stay on the outside and wait till he gets back in. Wow, look to drop the elbow and get the upper advantage on Lance Alonte. Alonte saw it coming. Here we go again, the high flyer. Looking him up, looking for the Hurricane Rana, and he gets it. Takes him over into the corner.
Armani stunned again by a second high-risk aerial maneuver by Alonte.
That's exactly what Alonte's going to have to do. He's got to take some risks. He's got to fly around that ring. Hit Johnny Armani with his high-impact moves there, just like that big forearm. Armani just cutting him off in that corner. Alonte went for another top rope. Unable to get it here. His drop kick.
Okay, Armani kind of figured out Lance Alonte with his high-risk maneuver there. Knew another one was coming. Caught him in the midair to try to jump it over.
Alonte's got to be very careful there with that concrete on the outside.
Armani's showing off there a little bit. He should be out there trying to put on some more offense against Lance. Don't get enough time.
We know how much it takes to put Lance Alonte down for a 3 count. You can't get too arrogant here. Armani with big chops now.
I bet you Armani did study that film footage of Jon Davis versus Lance.
Absolutely. You have to really look to that to see how to put away Lance. But obviously realizing when you watch that tape, Terry, that it's going to take a time to put Lance Alonte away. That's not going to flip.
No, he's got a lot of heart and soul. He's going to come at you 150%.
Using that brute strength. Hey, man. Running him right into the turnbuckle pole there. Solid steel, Terry.
That could have broke his spine. But Armani doesn't care.
And once again, Alonte's got to be careful just sliding on that concrete. No pads here on the outside here. United Pro. He's got to be careful.
Alonte was wiggling his fingers, looking for some feeling back in there. Maybe he had a stinger.
He had dislocated the vertebra there. Armani's not following up here. He should be getting back in the ring, going for that 3 count. Again, sort of the arrogance of the model. Not following up here on Lance Alonte. Lance up on the apron. Lance able to counter. Head right to the turnbuckle. Lance looking to bounce back here. A couple of chops in the corner. Wow, you can see the impact on that one on Armani.
The chops are flying in this match.
I think Armani's already starting to have some spots on his chest there.
Well, his chest is definitely bruised up. A nice little beet color red.
Look at Armani going back to that elbow to the back of the neck, top of the spine. Armani's going to have to physically dissect Lance Alonte here. Right to the back again. Very smart strategy.
When you find a body part that's weak, you got to go after it. And unfortunately for Lance, Johnny's going after it.
He's going after that spine. That lower back. He's going to have to stay on top of Lance. Very arrogant cover here.
Yeah,
you're not take a lot more than that to put away Lance.
You're not going to pin Lance Alonte with that kind of cover.
Wrenching on that neck here.
And maybe Armani has something going here. You know, he put his back into the turnbuckle, he dropped a knee on the back. Now he's wrenching that neck out. Might be setting up for a submission maneuver.
I do. Lance trying to wrench that neck. Lance trying to get this crowd behind him. The crowd is firmly behind Lance Alonte in this match here in St. Mary's at United Pro. Firing up here. A nice drop kick right to the knee. Got to take out that height advantage. Let's set him up. Oh, kick right to the arm. Wow.
Another one.
High impact right to the arm. Went for the third, didn't get it. Hey, but look out. Hooks him up for a head and arm suplex.
Lance did not anticipate that counter coming.
Want to show him his tenacity here. He's going to hook him up. Might have a 3 count. Oh, didn't get it. That's really jarring that neck and back on that suplex. I thought Armani might have got him there, Terry.
You saw Lance wiggling his fingers again. He still may be feeling those effects of getting his back rammed into that turnbuckle.
Referee checking in on Alonte, makes sure he wants to keep going. But again, I don't think he's going to quit that easily. Alonte, wow, pulled back onto the concrete on the outside there. Not sure what Armani's plan is here. He's not on the outside as well.
Lance is up. That's a good sign.
He's trying to fight back.
Oh, did you hear that?
I heard that. Back in the ring. Again, he's not bringing Alonte back in the ring to go for that 3 count. Instead, choosing to showboat a little bit here.
I think Armani thinks if he gets a victory, no matter what, he's going to brag about it for days, months, years.
He's gonna be all over it if he can get that victory. Alonte trying to fire back with those forearms. Trying to get a second win. Running drop kick. Again, might have jarred his own back on that one.
Did you see Armani's neck snap on the top turnbuckle?
Head of steam here, gets cut off by the big boot. The leg from Johnny Armani. Catch him. Oh, look out. Oh, wow.
His feet got all tangled up in the turnbuckle.
Belly to belly suplex. Alonte jarring his back. He threw him right into that turnbuckle. Unable to follow up with a cover though, Terry, as Lance Alonte was under the ropes.
Yeah, the referee was right on top of that.
And there was a rope break. Armani was able to follow up. He's getting back to the center of the ring, go for that cover. Huge impact on that overhead belly to belly suplex. Alonte's definitely hurting here.
Armani's just working that neck and everything over, but he hit him with that suplex. I think he came down right on the base of his neck.
I have to believe, Terry, if you would have dragged him back to the ring, he might have gotten a 3 count.
I think I agree with you.
So lucky for Lance, he was under those ropes.
That wasn't ring presence, that was luck.
Yeah, pure luck on that one. Armani following up here. Coming from the outside with a suplex. It's able to counter. That big clothesline, didn't get it. Another person here, look out. Able to flip out.
What a match.
That's agility.
Oh,
Armani taking over the top rope.
What?
Maybe the opportunity
What
Lance
a
needs.
match.
Fantastic match here.
Crowd is just going nuts on this one.
Main event of United Pro. Fans are firing up here.
Now it's Armani on the outside.
On the outside. Wait a minute, we've seen Lance do this before. Look out here, Terry.
Here he comes.
Going over the top. Somersault plancha. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh, I think he's hurt.
Wait a minute. Alonte's arms locking up there and his eyes are rolling in the back of his head. If I'm not mistaken, Terry, I think he might have hit the back of his head with that concrete on the landing. He might be unconscious here. I don't know if this match can continue. Referee's going to throw it out here, Terry. He's throwing out this matchup. It's going to be a no contest. Neither man can continue.
This is such a shame. This is
a shame. It's hard to see. We're going to have to get Lance Alonte some help. Fans, we apologize for the abrupt ending to this matchup, but this is the kind of high risk you take. And the high risk Lance Alonte takes, and it looks like he paid for it on this one, Terry.
I'm sorry, fans.
We apologize for this. We're going to cut off the broadcast at this point. We're going to get Rookies want some help.